what else to work on coaching-wise. So I definitely agree with that for sure, where like the losses are very informative. And likewise, they always say that when when you submit footage to a coach, you should always make it be a loss, and make it a loss like that, honestly, like Booty versus Milkman, because that was the exact kind of loss you want to see, right? Where it was like a very well-played Game 3 set with a lot of counter adaptations, right? Like that's Smash Brothers. That's what makes this game fun. So great stuff to both players. That said, we are getting into Player 4 versus Peco? Peco.
Yeah, this is Diddy on Peco. Player 4,
I saw Peco play.
This is an interesting matchup. I want to say they played recently, and Player 4 won, but I'm not completely sure on that.
I feel like this is a matchup where both characters have a ton of tools, but also, this button check, I see. Oh, is it a button check? Or
no? He said it's banana. Yeah, this banana. What's he gonna do?
All right, okay, that was not a button check. Forgive me. But I do think this is a matchup where once Peach gets to like % where fair is positive on hit, this is the Diddy Kong fair matchup, right? Because I mean, yeah, like getting to like 30. Look, now we're gonna see so many fairs come out.
I mean, Peach is a character. Her weakness is generally being slow in the air, right? So if you have like something that can kind of like hit a large space in the air, or something that can really like kick her out of it, that's good. And Diddy's fair is really, really excellent at that.
Monkey flip too. We're seeing a lot of flips. We're flipping.
Monkey flip can be kind of tricky with Peach though, because like she's still kind of a trade machine.
Yeah,
sometimes you really don't want to be put in the wrong position against her.
These are both characters that take conventional situations, and they're like, what if they were different? We have Diddy doing all these crazy monkey flip movement options, and Peach with the float. It's interesting to see like a very horizontal character versus a very vertical character in terms of things you can do in the air, right?
Ooh, the nice down tilt into reset for a second down tilt. Went for the up smash a little bit outside of the kill % window.
There are the fairs. We saw some fairs.
I love that he went for the... He tried to delay the up B there to like try and get the launch hitbox for the kill.
Oh, really? Right.
Yeah, it didn't quite work out, but ooh, missing a fastball back.
Yeah, I'm counting on you as a Diddy Kong enjoyer to
Peco is
have all the Diddy knowledge.
Not only did Peco kind of dominate that stock, I feel like there was a lot of stuff that didn't go quite his way, but almost went his way, and I feel like that's such a great sign going into it for him, because especially if things just aren't going perfect and it's still going this well, just imagine how much better it could be going.
Right.
I think that's definitely kind of a harsh start.
Honestly, we're seeing some incredible... Oh, the combo's great. But wow, look at the baits we're seeing from Peco, right? Just like effortlessly dashing forward, rolling back, baiting out an option from player 4, and then fighting back with a banana. Banana being transcendent, such a great whiff punish option.
Gosh, did you see that?
Down tilt up air. Interesting.
Yeah, Peach launch was a forward air, and Diddy's banana high profile. Like she low profile Diddy's banana. It's actually such a crazy thing.
Oh, he's a little pancake.
Yeah, because Diddy's banana toss is a lot higher in this game than it was in the last game.
Can we talk about that? Just got a command grab with banana. Can we talk about that for a second? Tosses the banana, lands on the ground, pushes Peach into the banana, and it command grabs her. That was incredible.
This is why you like putting the items on the ground.
All right, but player 4 known for having adaptations on Long Island. So there it is, the hitting the back air to catch ledge roll. That is such a scary, like incredibly powerful and safe option at ledge, right? Peach back air really informs your entire ledge mix-up game.
Definitely kind of a... I mean, I feel like that says scared from Peco, because like resorting to a ledge roll that early against a character like Peach, who just cannot dominate that much space.
And we just saw an up air. This stitch space. Player 4 has the best luck of all time. I will stand by this. I have seen this individual pull like 3 stitches in the same game. It is horrifying. You never know when the luck will strike. Almost gets the coverage. Really smart though. The tech chasing the platform with float. Yeah, those forward air are so useful.
Yeah, no, definitely it controls a lot of space against a character who's not that fast. Like, you have to make your hits really count as Peach, because playing the neutral in this matchup is exhausting. And you see that, like, the rising Diddy banana, like, throwing an item at Peach in the air, I mean, I wouldn't say she's hopeless because she can, catch the item with an aerial, which is obviously a great way to get stuff started, but it's...
I can't believe how clean the mix-ups are from Peco right now. I mean, we saw like a whiff punish on the landing with dash attack into like dashing back and waiting out options into just using aerials and rising bananas at all the right timings. I mean, this is somebody who has not just knowledge of this matchup, but mastery. Look at that. Takes that stock with a banana, and wow, yeah, player 4 gonna have to come up with something to counter that playstyle, because we did not see Peco break a single sweat.
I kind of love that Peco went for the up smash instead of the forward smash for the last kill. Kind of just to let me know, like, yeah, I know I missed an up smash kill by % earlier.
Oh, really?
But I know my %, I swear.
Yeah.
You know,
like
just to let us know.
You're floating, you'll probably die to this.
He's good. He's telling us he's good.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff in this matchup, but I mean, I can say for certain that both of those characters are extremely deep in their character-specific mechanics, right? So I would never write any character off, especially these, in this matchup. Because, like, I mean, you never know. Like, what if Peach does the perfect float cancel, baits into shield, right? What if Peach is, like, starts floating at heights where it's harder for Banana to hit? Or, like, Peach, you know, baits out those, you know, dash attack whiff punishes on landings, right? Like, these are all things that can be baited. And Peach being a character that can kind of, like, ignore reactions sometimes, you know, being able to cancel the jumps. We might be seeing some pretty crazy adaptation coming up. You never know.
Yeah, no, we'll see. That was definitely, of the sets we've seen, that one definitely felt very in control on Peco's side.
What's that?
I feel like that felt very in control on Peco's side.
It really did. So we're going to have to see a lot of adaptations, but...
Yeah, there's definitely like a big uphill battle for player 4 on adaptation. Oh, we're on?
Oh, but again, there's the winky face.
We're
playing Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. They both pull the items, and they're waiting there, and they want their win condition.
It'll sound somewhat of a strange counter picked against Diddy, considering, like...
With the room?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of room.
I'm telling you, literally, I'm not joking. All right, I'm literally not joking. Player 4 always pulls a Stitch every game. I said it. I said it before it happened, right? Statistically, that shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be, but it did happen. And you'd think if I brought it up that, you know, it wouldn't keep happening, but it does. Tell us your cheat codes, player 4.
I'm going to pretend I didn't see how player 4 got all this damage and say he's really outplaying. He's really turned this around so far.
Listen, if it's in the game, you were outplaying your opponent. Don't come up to me with that, oh, it was luck-based. So, listen, you still got to hit the turnip, right? You still got to hit it. And the taunt, don't taunt on him after pulling a Stitch face. What is this behavior we are seeing from player 4? You're out of your mind.
I feel like Peco did something that you do a lot when you play an item character and you know they have your item. You're like, oh, let me just run up and grab them. They don't know what to do. Their hesitation's going to make it that I can get this hit, right? And then there's Peach, who has a float cancel aerial. You know, she can still do everything.
Yeah.
I feel like Peco definitely didn't look at that. Yeah, high ceiling, going to save her life. We love that.
I feel like I can see into player 4's head every time he pulls a turnip now and it isn't a Stitch face. He's like, again? I pulled another standard turnip.
This high ceiling really working against Peco. Wow, that high profile.
Yeah, honestly, I am taking back everything that I was thinking about the town.
He should have side beat there, but he got
Who was coaching? Who was coaching player 4? Who was the coach? I can't see in the player cam.
The turnaround is incredible.
Damn, that is impressive because we are about to see, potentially a 3-stock, not a 3-stock, but I mean, talking about adaptation. To go from getting 2-stock to almost 3-stocking someone? Okay. But it's not over yet. You never know.
Peco's first stock, you know, he didn't get to play that much of it. So possibly an emotional reaction, kind of like letting it get away from him, you know, staying steady.
Right.
You know, not something to be underestimated.
I wasn't even thinking about the fact that, like, if your opponent pulls 2 Stitches, right? Like,
yeah, how does that affect your mental?
Player, yeah, how are you feeling? Absolutely. That's a great point.
And then especially, like, he's trying to break it. He's trying to bring it back, and, like, all of his kill confirms are barely not at % yet.
It would be really funny, I just want to say that, if player 4 pulled a Mr. Saturn, like, right now. That would be awesome. Or a bomb.
My favorite is when you pull right in front of them so they kind of shield, and then it's a Mr. Saturn and you break their shield. Perfect.
I bet, okay, I was going to say, I bet player 4 is about to throw this banana away and then pull a turnip, but no, we didn't see that.
And we have Diddy with Rage, so we are actually finally down to offense. Oh,
wow.
The jump.
That is, that's Cloud back air, but stronger.
That was a bit of a quick reaction. Peco probably felt pretty safe with that platform behind him and was likely going to either, I don't know. You know, he's probably going to like jump back to the platform or just side B. You know, he looked like he was holding forward.
Wow.
It's a risky spot against Peach.
I mean, honestly though, aside from the you know the RNG and all that we saw, I mean, I really do want to stress that what player 4 did there was very impressive because I feel like, you know, Peco last game was hitting so many of these preemptive jump throw bananas, right? So many of these forward airs and kind of these weight reactions on landings. But the thing about all those is that those mix-ups take time, right? They take time. And what we saw player 4 do that game was smother Peco before those options could come out, right? Look how many landing back airs we saw that game, how many float cancel bears we saw that just hit because player 4 recognized, hey, if you're going to wait for me, I'm going to capitalize. I'm going to take that time you give me, and I'm going to punish you for it, right?
I just like, to be fair, what I think about that game that really determined that game is really playing Diddy and not getting your kill confirms when you need them. It breaks the flow so much. Game 1 for Peco really felt like it flowed the way he needed it to.
Yeah.
It was a nice river. There were no dams in the way. Everything just kept going.
And when Diddy works, that's how it kind of goes, right? It's like a consistent victory. Unless you're tweaked, then you just kill them in one hit.
Is there something about, like, you know, like Game 1, he literally, like, took a down tilt, went for a reset down tilt up smash. Like, you know, like something about Peach's weight or town ceiling, like, Peco was just a little bit off in his calculation.
Did we just, wait, did it just start with a Peach forward tilt? Did Peco just run into Peach forward tilt to start the game?
For 8.8%.
I have questions. However, it worked, so I can't say anything. Moving on, we are getting the anti-airs we saw Game 1. They're working a lot more now. I wonder if Reggie, the player 4, is actually going to make the adaptation and kind of start smothering again. I'm curious.
You know, interesting start. You know, like, we see Peco getting those rising bananas. Ooh.
Oh.
Always got to know the power of your item on the field, how enticing
I mean, if there are two characters who know that power, I mean, it's got to be these two. Or Rob. But, I mean, Peach with a turnip, that you can do some horrifying things. Yeah, it's more full cancel bears. It catches the banana pull with the dash attack on reaction. That's really great to see. Spot dodge, monkey flip. Yeah, wow, player 4 is making a lot of really strong reactions. And there's that bear again. Hits so high, able to catch Diddy's poor airspeed after the ledge jump.
I actually love that interaction from player 4 so much because he was standing by ledge. And, like, you know, Diddy's have this habit of side being off stage. They don't feel like that bad, but it's like, it's if there's one place player 4 won last game, it's like getting that, like, forward air from ledge. So it's like, let the Diddy put himself in that position. It doesn't feel like a huge risk, but then really taking advantage of it and getting first stock, getting the momentum he needs.
And even just mentally, I mean, it really helps when player 4 is known to be kind of a titan at ledge, right? When you see somebody getting that much reward off of a certain situation, you're going to be scared. And you're going to kind of rely on the option that's comforting for you. And when that comfort option happens to be something that player 4 is really good at reading, it can be a bad combo. Well, that said, evening it up, and really this is something that can be evened up with one combo. I mean, yeah, okay. It was dropped there, but I mean, one banana into it. Yeah, look at this.
Ooh, nice.
That was an incredible combo from Peco.
Yeah, we were right back to even. There is.
I feel like those are the combos that were kind of pioneered by. I mean, we saw Nelvin do a lot of those in the past, and we saw
the very early meta.
Yeah, the early meta kind of show up with those, and then Tweak has taken those to a whole different level. But I'm so happy to see tons of Diddy's nowadays, like really optimizing those like Nair, banana, regrab combos, because it is one of the coolest things about the character.
Nair is actually so crazy, like.
It is.
Ooh.
Oh, just barely misses it.
Not going for a reset.
Look at that! Look, smothers the down tilt with a Peach back air. That is so good to have.
Yeah, see, more rising banana out of shield definitely needs to be his go-to. Like, at these percents, I wouldn't be approaching Peach at all without a banana in my hand.
Really? That favored when Peach doesn't have a... I could see that. I really could see that.
But yeah, that side B. See,
because approaching Peach back air is not easy. All right, the full hop banana grab, drop down banana toss. That is... I mean, that's a confident mix-up. And you have the banana now. Can you start another banana combo?
Such a close game. I feel like Peco is dropping a lot of kills. I mean, well, not dropping, he's giving away a lot of kills by, like, missing stuff on his own. And it's not really making Peach work for it as much as I'd like to see.
That is a blinky face. Deserved at this point. Oh!
Yo, the near snipe.
Yeah, that is a sniper.
Okay, let's go.
This is intense. I mean, it's so I think it's so funny when they both don't have their item and they both know they can get an advantageous position by pulling that item, but they're both kind of awkwardly dancing around the reactable range to pull an item. Then they both pull it and dash up shield to each other. Isn't that? I love that. That's a fantastic interaction.
This is a really scary position for Diddy because it's like presents like these where are we done?
See,
oh my god!
A lot of these kills are so unexpected, right? Like
was that just picking up banana and dashing out? It feels like he was trying to be. Yeah, let's see exactly
I'll just see that
how
again because that forward air has such surprising reach, and player 4 is so good at using it deceptively, right? Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
He did nothing. That was.
And this is what I was talking about earlier, right? Where it's like we saw game 1 was so successful for Peco because of how strong Peco's reactions were, right? Waiting and reacting for player 4 to commit to something. But again, the counterplay to hitting somebody who's waiting and trying to react and they're not doing kind of a waiting move is you just go and hit him. You know, hit him. Just do it. Run up and hit him. I think that was something really funny when I was watching Spargo, right? I'm trying to learn Cloud a lot more, and I was so surprised. Spargo will just run up and dash attack people, you know? And you're like, that was ridiculous. Why would you use dash attack there? But it's because they were waiting. They were waiting for something. They were waiting for a back air, trying to react to an aerial. And he was like, all right, I'll just run up and dash attack you, right? So same vein. I mean, dash attack being a burst option and Peach having kind of an aerial burst option in full fade-in forward air. Player 4 doing that with full confidence. That was just a really good read to end the set, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what happened. It felt like Peco was standing there. I feel like he may have over-buffered an option.
Maybe, but I really do feel like we saw Peco wait and react so much, right? I mean, just think of all the times we saw dash attack used. Like, Peach would float in a certain way and then land, and then Peco would react to that float stopping and whiff punish with dash attack,
Yeah, he could have actually just completely underestimated the range, right? He has the banana in his hand. He was just ready to throw it.
I don't think he underestimated the range. I just think that what Peach did was a very committal forward air, right? I think that was really committal, and normally, like, that would have been a perfect whiff punish, what Peco did, to punish Peach fading back slightly, right? Even just the tiniest fade back. But, you know, the full fade in made it less safe, but it also meant that it would catch more waiting options, right? That's what my take on the situation. Just knowing, you know, player 4 as somebody who really is good at kind of getting into situations and using Peach forward air, you know, kind of getting every tiny piece of mileage he can out of that hitbox, right? I mean, look at the upwards hits from that strange ledge trapping position, right? Got on a ledge jump. I think that's really valuable, having that move. But I mean, good stuff to both players. That was again exactly what you want to see. You want to see a very competitive, intense Game 3 set where they're both making adaptations. And that's what we're trying to do here at the Arcadian too, right? We're trying to see people, you know, take the coaching and just kind of make these insane adaptations and sick plays. So, good stuff.
That's actually a pretty significant set. I feel like those are both pretty strong favorites for winning this in general, like playing relatively early. And, you know.
Honestly, there's one thing I've noticed, like watching a bunch of sets here, is that there are just a lot of really good players here. I think the depth of talent that we have in New York is pretty impressive. And I mean, just you look at a random screen of tournament and like you see somebody doing these insane combos as a tech. You know what I mean? We're coaching people and they're cooking, and I'm just like, wow, that's really good to see. You know, I remember earlier seeing, you know, Coach Steve Joker that happened, and like the Joker's doing all the drag down combos, and we've got, you know, Diddy's doing the crazy combos. So I mean, don't let Arcadian fool you. I think we're seeing some really impressive play come out today, and that was no exception. Very cool.